Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video we're going to be talking about vehicle cargo and why it's one of my favorite businesses in Grand Theft Auto Online. A lot of people look at vehicle cargo and they think it's not a great way to earn money. And on paper, it isn't. You can only sell 3 vehicles an hour, and at max those vehicles are paying around 130,000. So yeah, 400,000 an hour, that's not a lot of money. But that's because you're not pairing other businesses in with vehicle cargo. It really shouldn't take you too much time to do the sources or the selling, and that's exactly what I'm going to showcase in today's video. What you're going to need, first of all, is a terabyte, and you're going to park it right outside of your vehicle warehouse like I've done here. The reason why is because the terabyte, especially with the master control terminal, can immediately start a source, and with your oppressor Mark II being right next to you, it's very easy to use. So we're going to do a quick source here. We're going to source vehicle, and then now that we've started the source, we're going to very quickly hop back into our terabyte and get out our oppressor Mark II. This is obviously very easy, and we don't even have to wait for a cooldown or anything because I've called it out. So now we have to wait for a call from our assistant before we can start up this mission. Let's see, the cheetah. I don't know where it's located. Let's take a look really quickly, and yeah, not too bad of a location at all. Most of the missions that you do for vehicle cargo are going to be located in the city, as that's just where 90% of them are. Sometimes you'll have one that's all the way off in like Sandy Shores, and I think there's one other that spawns on the highway. But apart from that, 90% of vehicle cargo missions are in the city, which makes the source very, very easy to do. And obviously with the Oppressor Mark II, this is even easier because I can just bring it from point A to point B and complete the mission very, very fast. So let's head over right to the location. Is this one where we have to launch it off? No, this is one where we have to kill some enemies. Okay, so let's bring our motorcycle right down. Oh, do we just have to steal it? Is that it? Is this the one with the bomb? We're going to find out. But either way, pretty basic stuff. Open the door. And yes, this is the bomb one. If you ever get the bomb detonation one, set your spawn location or, set the area you want to go to, being your vehicle warehouse, and then just start driving there. But these are like your normal vehicle cargo mission, right? They're very, very easy to do. They shouldn't require much effort. And now we just have to bring the vehicle back to our vehicle warehouse. Now, if you own the Iron Mule, I should add that you can use the Iron Mule to pick up your vehicle. However, for this mission, I don't know if you can actually use the Iron Mule, but it's not really necessary either. I think that completing these without the Iron Mule is just as fast. You just have to worry about your driving skills and if enemies are trying to shoot at you, because if they are, they're going to damage the vehicle a little bit. So we have to drive around for a minute and 30 seconds here, and after we've done that, we'll be able to bring this right over to our warehouse. We're actually going to make it to our warehouse before the bomb activation timer goes down, because we only have to drive like another mile here, and we got about a minute 20 seconds left to disarm. Unfortunately, you can't see the disarming timer because, and you also can't see if the vehicle's taken any damage, but so far we're at $0 of damage, and there's a minute and 10 seconds left. So I'm going to drive this over to our warehouse, and then once we get to the warehouse, all I usually do is I just drive around the block. I mean, you don't have to drive very fast to stay above the bomb disarm speed. Alright, and we've got 5 seconds left before the bomb is disarmed, so all we need to do is bring it over towards my vehicle warehouse, and we can wait, and there you go. The bomb is now disarmed, and it's delivered. So in total, that delivery took me 3 minutes. I'm at 4 minutes on the recording, so it took me about 3 minutes in total. The average mission should only take you about 5 minutes to source a car. They're very easy, super basic. Sometimes it'll involve you getting cops, and you have to lose the cops and bring it back. You'll have to kill some people. In general, very easy stuff. And as I said, if you own an Iron Mule or a Cargo Bob, it might even be easier. When it comes to the sale missions and filling up your warehouse, it's also super simple. In total, there are 32 unique vehicles. We can see some of the vehicles here in front of me. I've been filling up my warehouse on my account so that I can get to the 32 unique cars. But yes, there are 32 unique. 10 standard, 10 mid-range, and 12 top range. Here's the little trick when it comes to the vehicle warehouse. Once you have the 10 standard and 10 mid-range vehicles, as long as you only sell top range, you will only source top range vehicles because the game will not give you duplicates until you've passed that 32 car threshold. So it's basically an easy way to cheese the game and only give you top range after top range after top range, earning the maximum potential money. So when it comes to the sale mission, you always want to do them in a public lobby. You don't have to do them in a public lobby with 800 people. You just have to do them in a public lobby. The reason why is because if you don't, you're going to have enemies that attack you. So we can see here that I am just customizing my vehicle really quickly so I can complete the sale mission. And I am in a public lobby. I literally am just selling in the first lobby that I joined. There's in total 3 people in the lobby, which you're going to see in just a moment. But as long as there's more than one person in the lobby, you are not going to have to deal with any NPCs trying to attack you, which is a lot easier. Yeah, there you go. You can see 3 people in the lobby, and no NPCs come after me. You know, I read comments where people are like, oh, don't sell in a public lobby, just shoot the NPCs and kill them all. I'm like, bruh, there's 3 waves of NPCs. You're really going to sit there and wait 3 to 4 minutes to kill all of the NPCs that spawn, when you could just join a public lobby that has like 2 people in it, and then do the sale mission and not have to worry at all? Yeah, I don't understand that thought process. Personally, I work smarter, not harder, and you really shouldn't have to worry at all. In fact, 1 person left, so yeah, there's still only 3 people in this lobby. When it comes to the sale missions, they are incredibly easy. It is drive from point A to point B. That's it. And you get a high demand bonus when selling in a public lobby. So at max, you can be earning upwards of $130,000 in profit because it's a $20,000 payment. But yeah, it's pretty easy. Even in this lobby with only, 2 extra people, I'll still be getting a 5% bonus, so I might make like 105. Yeah, I'll probably make $105,000 on the sale mission, which is nice. No complaints from me. So let's bring the vehicle up this road here, and we have to go 0.7 more miles. Obviously, if you crash, the vehicle will take damage, and then you will lose money. So you don't need to drive full speed. That's always my recommendation. Don't drive as fast as humanly possible. Drive just a teeny bit slower. That way, if you damage the vehicle, at least it's not going to do too much. And, in general, you probably won't end up crashing the car. But we just have to go 0.2 miles left, and we are completely done. This has taken me 2 minutes to do so far. So here we go. Ooh, a little bit of a tight road there. But there we have it. Completed this sale mission. That took me 2 minutes to complete. And you can see that right here. Actually, I guess it doesn't tell you. But we got $100,000. You're going to see I make $105,000 because there was 2 people in the lobby. And then not only that, there you go, $105,000. And then not only that, that was it. So it took me 3 minutes to source the vehicle, 2 minutes to sell. In total, I made $100,000 in 5 minutes of work. And now, if I were to go back to my vehicle warehouse, so if we go to a new lobby and we fast travel there, you're going to notice that there is a 20-minute cooldown before I can start another sell mission. So all you need to do is spend 5 minutes out of that 20, grabbing a quick source, bring it back to your warehouse, and then go do something else for the other 15 minutes. And then once the 15 minutes are up, you can do another sell mission for your vehicle warehouse. So realistically, you're only spending about maybe 15 minutes of time out of an hour doing your sale missions and your sourcing for vehicle cargo. We can see I have to wait 20 minutes. So if it takes you 3 minutes to source and like 2 minutes to sell, or even a little longer, let's say on average it takes you, 10 minutes. Let's say you're really slow and it takes you 10 minutes to do a source and a sell. That still means it's only going to take you 30 minutes of an hour to source and sell. So you still have another 30 minutes to earn money in different ways. You can do agency contracts. You can do setups for the Cayo Perico heist. You can do any other way of earning money in the background. So if you're pairing other ways of earning income, let's say this week because the hangar's got ×4 money, let's say while you're doing this, you're also filling your hangar, it's just a super easy way to make some background cash while not breaking any, sweats. You're not overworking yourself. And vehicle cargo is a fun business. You get to customize vehicles, you get to drive. I actually find vehicle cargo my favorite business in the game. So you can let me know your personal feelings, comments, and opinions down below. But at the end of the day, what I can say is that if you follow this trick, which is just, do another business while also pairing it with vehicle cargo, and especially if you sell in a public lobby, you can not only earn $400,000 an hour with this business, but then you can pair it with something like the hangar and make another $500,000 an hour, so you can make over $1 million. It's pretty nice. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!